I'm just realizing how much this thing is manufactured. This whole terrorist thing, it's manufactured. Go back to 1979 to those who were around. First, we had a whole new system that went into Iran, and suddenly we were seeing women walking around in veils. Then, after that, there were many terrorist attacks that followed, usually coming from those people following that movement. Okay? So that got invented. And then we found out that there were the Taliban. And then we found out there was ISIS. And then we found out there's Hezbollah and Hamas. And them and them and them and them and them. Right? And what happened from 2005 till now? At least, let's just, no, I don't mean 2005. I mean, 2005 to 225. In fact, what's been going on is that there's a whole new generation of people that grew up from A to Z in that system somewhere. And a lot of them was where there was Hamas. So they grew up. They weren't like Masad Yosef, who had a childhood at some point where he remembered that things were okay in Israel. And then they started getting into Hamas, and then suddenly he was wondering why he had to go bomb buses with the belt around his waist. And then, like, suddenly we had suicide bombers, like these kinds of kamikaze, but not with samurai spirit, with the idea of going to heaven to have 14 virgins. Like, what kind of dream is that? And this is all over the world. What's going on now? Why is every single country in the world complaining about this particular thing? The people in each country that are not aware, it's not a question of immigration, of normal immigration of people that want to come and live in the country and work and be with us and learn new things, okay? They don't want that at all. They don't want us. In fact, they want to outdo us. And it is unilateral around the world. And while people are focusing on Israel, there are people being massacred like you wouldn't believe in other countries right next door. And Israel's trying to save them, and they're being accused of invading Syria to take more land. They don't care about that. They're trying to help people like the Druze, who are also in Israel, who are very, very loyal, who love, they realize that Israel is nice people and that they're getting massacred with the other people, okay? And people are getting massacred all over the place, and Israel is attacked by these people, and people are trying to defend these people who are coming into our countries, who've been allowed into our countries. Let's ask why they've been allowed into our countries. Who's allowing them into our countries? Who is saying that it's right? Who is defending that? Look at what's going on, okay? There are things I cannot say. But all of these people are just the face of one monster, different faces of the same monster, but they're all doing the same monstrous things. And it goes beyond. It's not a religion. It's a fascistic political wish to take over the world. So that's what's going on, and today Japan. It's Japan that's manifesting itself in the streets of Japan, all the country against the government, which turns out to be the left. So who are these people in the left? Who are they? Do you know really who they are? Look them up. They are not really from the left. Kennedy is from the left. Why is it that every single chance we can, they want to blame the Jews and Trump and anybody that has anything to do with him? Why? There is an agenda behind that, but that agenda, you can think what you want, but behind that agenda is a very, very sick agenda. These are people that actually took the Shah out of power and put the Ayatollah Khomeini in. They are responsible for that, and they're just a few, but they took advantage. They used their terrorism to get to where they are today in horrible ways. So that's who Israel is facing today. And even the people in Israel are infiltrated by these people that are somehow addicts to saying that they're to the left and that they don't care about other people, that maybe they are religious. I don't know what their problem is. But to think that going in the streets and showing that just to revolt against the government in order to overthrow whoever it is in charge, and I do see him around the world, and he seems to be doing a good job. I don't know about what's going on there, but I don't think that other people there, that what's going on, that people are trying to fight against Israel doing what it knows how to do. And they should have done it, and they've been held back. And then the sick thing is to accuse the leader of making the war go on in order for his own personal interest. Well, I looked it up, and it's not true. You know, this is the kind of thing that the gauche actually thinks up. So wonder if all the things that they think up, transgender, anti-Semitic, pro-Hamas, most of them in most governments, allowing these 20-year-old boys that have never had any other life than going to these camps. They show it in UNRWA, it's horrible. It's child abuse. You are supporting child abuse by supporting these groups that say they are for Palestinians. They are not for Palestinians. Their real goal is to start with one people and make everybody think it's only them. Oh, it's only them. Oh, those horrible people, they're fighting back against terrorists, just like we did. And those horrible people, they're sending them humanitarian aid, just like we did. Those people, they don't want to give up any of their land, but we don't want Zelensky to give up any of his land so we can keep the war going. And we want Israel to argue with terrorists, but we won't talk to a dictator. There's something wrong there. It's incoherent, okay? Those same people that are saying to Russia, oh, we're fighting democracy for democracy. Where's democracy really being attacked right now? We're all being attacked, all of us, from something that has nothing to do with democracy. It has to do with totalitarian, fascistic, Nazi takeover. And these people that are not all part of the same people, but are behind it since before World War II, and they're just trying to finish off their job of taking over the world and doing their eugenics. You may wonder why I'm so engaged about sending all of the information that I am, because it's vital, it's life-saving, it's because I want to save our lives, because I want to continue to do clown. So I'm doing this. I'm trying to find out for us, for all of our friends, for my other clown friends, that if you want to keep going on with your career, with doing nothing to be active, you are like sitting on the branch of a tree while cutting off the branch.